sure hard to tell. There were cheesehead boys and cheesehead girls. Cheese whiz, lots of obvious Packer fans.
Baby. 1, 2, 3, go!
But the Bengals seemed keyed up, the fans looked eager, and a few of the cheeseheads even had a certain Bengal flavor. The Bengals moved nicely the first time they had the ball. O'Donnell to Pickens was the chosen route. 3 passes went Pickens' way. But when the passing ended, Doug Pelfrey kicked one through from 37 yards away, 3-0 Bengals. Green Bay didn't waste any time in getting the points back. Brett Favre to tight end Mark Chmura near midfield. But this was the backbreaker, a throw down the left sidelines to Tyrone Davis. Looked like Davis dragged down Artrell Hawkins, and when the flag was thrown, the fans cheered, expecting an interference call on the Packers. But despite Bruce Coslet's anger and despite replays that showed Davis appeared to be the culprit, the interference call went against Hawkins down to the 16. From there, the Packers went after Hawkins again, this time to the right side to Robert Brooks, who made a spectacular catch over the Bengals rookie.
I was right there, but, I have to make that play, and, I'm not going to make any excuse for that.
There were no other scores for the rest of the first quarter, but there was a trend developing, a trend toward poor field position for Cincinnati. Rookie Damon Gibson let this punt go at the 31, and it didn't stop bouncing and rolling until it got all the way down to the 5. Early in the second quarter, Favre launched another drive. A pass to Brooks into Cincinnati territory. A pass to Antonio Freeman down to the Bengals 6-yard line.
We try to keep Brett under fire, but he's a great quarterback. He makes the right reads, the right checks and everything.
The drive stalled at the Bengals 12, so Ryan Longwell kicked a 30-yard field goal, 10-3 Packers. Meanwhile, the Bengals just weren't able to get anything going with the running game.
You got to be able to run it against them a little bit just to slow down their pass rush, and then then that's what it looks like. When you have to pass, it's jailbreak.
And when they broke out all over Neil O'Donnell. It wasn't a big rush, just a ferocious rush.
It was just 3 people rushing. We were in our 33 Packers, just 3 guys rushing. We were just dropping back into the zone, and the D-line, they still got great pressure on them.
Still, the Bengals were only a touchdown behind when they came across a break late in the first half. Roel Preston returned a kick when he ran into zone man and fumbled the ball. Billy Granville made the recovery, and the fans signaled Bengals ball going this way. Under 2 minutes to go, Neil O'Donnell ducking the traffic and throwing downfield to Darnay Scott, who makes a terrific catch over Mike Pryor. The Bengals are at the 4. Corey Dillon goes 3 yards at first down, but he gets stuffed on second down. So Bruce Coslet brings in Jeff Blake to run the goal line offense. But as the Bengals break the huddle, the Packers call a timeout.
That was a good call on their part because they took out the linebackers and put their speed guys in.
On time in, Blake ran the option going left, but Brian Williams slid off the block of Kevin Sargent, and he dragged down Blake short of the goal line.
Jeff stretched the play perfectly, and when he cut up, the inside pursuit got him.
We still have to score, and we can't settle for 3 points when you're on the 1 yard line.
Despite plenty of boos from above, Coslet elected to kick the field goal with a second left on the halftime clock.
I want to put points on the board. We tried 3 shots 3 times to get in, and we didn't make it, so I took the points.
And he took the wrath from the crowd, who booed even though the home team trailed only 10-6 at the half. One of the better college bands in Ohio performed at halftime. Unfortunately, the tune for the Bengals didn't change too much. The second half was filled with the Packers making plays to work the ball down the field. Then with the Bengals making plays to keep them out of the end zone. Watch this pass that Antonio Freeman bobbles 3 times, and then as he hits the ground, it falls into the arms of the Bengals' Sam Shade.
Man, I was beat. Freeman, man, he got a lot of speed. He went up the field on me, and man, it just so happened he bobbled the ball, and I knew it was my chance. I was trying to knock it out, and it just so happened I wound up grabbing it.
Late in the third quarter, the Packers were moving again with a novel approach, throwing to the tight end. Mark Chmura inside Cincinnati territory. And then Brett Favre to another tight end, former Bengal Jeff Thomason, all the way down to the Bengals 8. Early in the fourth period, Longwell salvaged the drive with a 33-yard field goal. The Packers are back up by a touchdown. Overall, the defense was splendid. Another potential Packers score is short-circuited when 3 Bengals sandwich Raymond Harris. He fumbles the ball, and the Bengals get it on the 30. But the Bengals offense was still in a deep freeze. There was simply no forward progress. O'Donnell under heavy attack.
You know, we just kept spoiling opportunities the defense gave us.
When you're playing a team like this, as good as they are, you try to get an opportunity late in the fourth quarter.
With about 2 minutes left in the game, the Packers faced a 4th and 2 at midfield. They planned a short pass, but Takeo Spikes blitzed in and ripped down Favre, getting the ball back.
Everybody was dog-tired out there, but we just had to make one more play. It was like making play after play.
The Bengals went 7 yards on first down, but Darnay Scott dropped the ball on second down. And then O'Donnell dropped back looking for somebody to break into the clear. He had some time. He just couldn't find anybody to throw to.
So you drop 8 people back there. They aren't going to fool anyone. You know, we're trying to get 3 people out, and there's 8 people back there. So, you know, there's little tiny holes. You got to try to put it in there.
The Bengals' day ended there, without a serious shot at the end zone, without a serious threat from the offensive unit in the entire second half.
Yeah, I got to give them credit. They shut down our offense pretty good.
Defense played well, put ourselves in a situation where we just need to go down there and score. And we just didn't make the play.